Hello everyone, welcome to the daily question analysis brought to you by Shankar IAS Academy. Before getting into the discussion, please do make sure that you have watched the current affair analysis in the morning and also you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, please do subscribe and also hit the bell icon to receive on-time update from Shankar IAS Academy. And if everything's set, we will begin our discussion with the first question. So the question is with reference to the invasive aquatic plant Icornia crassipes, that is water hyacinth in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Apart from blocking sunlight and oxygen penetration in aquatic system, the large-scale decay of the water hyacinth contribute to methane emission, thereby aggravating climate change. Yes, this statement is correct. Statement 2. Being a Ramsar-recognized invasive species, water hyacinth is listed under the Montreal record as a globally monitored threat to wetlands. Which of the above statements is or are correct? So they are asking about the correct statement. So here the statement 1, like I already mentioned, it is correct because it can block the penetration of the sunlight and oxygen, therefore it can create an imbalance in the aquatic ecosystem, and when it dies, when it decays, it releases large amount of methane. So coming to the statement 2, being a Ramsar recognized invasive species, it is not a Ramsar recognized invasive species and therefore it is not included in the list of Montreal record. Therefore the statement 2 is incorrect while the statement 1 is correct. Therefore the correct answer is option A, 1 only. So moving on to the next question, with reference to the phenomena of cloudburst in India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Cloudburst occurs when convective clouds with extremely high vertical development release rainfall intensity exceeding 100 mm per hour in a localized area, usually confined to less than 20 to 30 square kilometers. Statement 2. Unlike ordinary thunderstorms, cloudburst can occur only in hilly or mountainous region due to orographic uplift and not possible over the plains. Which of the above statements is or are incorrect? So they are asking for the incorrect statement. So if you go through the statement 1, we can see that the cloudburst, like I already mentioned in the current affair analysis video, it is an intense and a sudden rainfall, and it is localized in nature, and it is confined to few square kilometers. And what is the criteria? General criteria is if the rainfall is exceeding 10 centimeter or 100 millimeter in an hour, then that can be considered as cloudburst. Therefore the statement 1 is correct. Coming to the statement 2. Unlike ordinary thunderstorm, the cloudburst can occur only in hilly or mountainous region. The thunderstorm is more common in the hilly or mountainous region. That doesn't mean that it will never form over the plains. Because recently the study from the IIT Madras shows that now the cloudburst frequency is increasing in the coastal areas and the urban areas. Therefore the statement 2 is incorrect while the statement 1 is correct. So they are asking for the incorrect statement, that is option B, 2 only. So here the correct answer is option B, 2 only. So coming to the third question, with reference to the E-Shram portal, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The E-Shram portal has been developed by the Ministry of Labour and Employment to create a national database for unorganized workers and facilitate their linkage with the social security schemes. So this is a major objective of the E-Shram portal, right? And now we know that nearly 70% of the Indian workforce is currently employed in the unorganized sector. And coming to the database, it is managed and developed by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. And coming to the second statement, registration on the portal is limited only to workers engaged in notified unorganized sectors such as construction and domestic work, and it excludes agricultural and gig and platform workers. No, it is not excluding the agriculture or gig platform workers. There is no such criteria. Therefore the statement 2 is incorrect, and they are asking for the correct statement. The correct statement is option 1 only, that is the correct answer is option A, 1 only. Only one statement is correct, the second statement is incorrect. So moving to the next question, with reference to the Humayun Tomb and its heritage significance, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The Humayun Tomb is the first UNESCO World Heritage Site in India to be built entirely by marble, predating the Taj Mahal. Statement 2. The tomb complex introduced the Persian Charbagh garden in India, making it the earliest example of garden tomb on the Indian subcontinent. Which of the above statements is or are correct? So if we go through the statement 1, we can see that it is a first recognized World Heritage Site in India built entirely by the marble. No, it is built using the red sandstone. It is not used, it is not using marble. Therefore, the statement 1 is incorrect. Going to the statement 2, the tomb complex introduced the Persian Charbagh style. Yes, the structure, the tomb is located at the intersection of the gardens. Therefore, the statement 2 is correct, and making it earliest example of a tomb, garden tomb on the Indian subcontinent. Yes, the statement 2 is correct while the statement 1 is incorrect. So they are asking for the correct statement, that is option B, 2 only. So coming to the mains question, so it's a previous year question asked in 2022 UPSC mains. And the question is, Naxalism is a social, economic, and a developmental issue manifesting as a violent internal security threat. In this context, discuss the emerging issues and suggest a multi-layered strategy to tackle the menace of Naxalism. So it's a 15 marks question and you have to write around 250 words. So if you go through the questions, we can see that there are two important parts. So the first part you have to address about the emerging issues. So we can see that, so if you look relatively, we can see that at present, according to the report from the MHA, that is Ministry of Home Affairs, there is a reduction, there is a decline of Naxalism in India. So in 2010, nearly 223 districts, districts in India got affected by Naxalism, but now it is only 70 to 80. And now the government is planning to end the Naxalism entirely by 2026. No, so if you look now, we can see that the issues are reducing, but at the same time, it is getting another form. For example, the emergence of urban Naxalism. So they are giving up the armed way, and now they are moving a canvassing way. That means they are canvassing people through ideologies. So this is another major issue. At the same time, Naxalism, the urban Naxalism also you can mention here. And another issue is that the funding and at the same time recruitment to the Naxalism is not yet stopped. It is still continuing, but it got declined. But that is also, but still it is continuing. So these are the emerging issues. And the next is a suggest a multi-layered strategy to tackle the Naxalism. So this is a second part. So here we already discussed the efforts taken by the government. For example, the security measures like the Greyhound, that is the special task force in the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, and this force is trained especially in the in difficult terrains like jungle, and they are known for high ratio kill with a minimum collateral damage, and Cobra commandos at the central level. So these are the multi-layered initiatives. At the same time, government also brought a lot of initiatives for development of the Naxalism affected regions. For example, Purvodaya scheme, we discussed that in the morning. At the same time, we can also see that another measure taken by the government is the rehabilitation. That means instead of arresting the people who are surrendering, the government will rehabilitate them through providing training and employment. So these are the initiatives taken by the government to deal with the problem of Naxalism, and now we are planning to end the Naxalism entirely by 2026. So try to answer the question and post it in the comment section. We will review and we will reply for your answer. So with this, we are coming to the conclusion for today's question analysis. If you like the video, hit the like button, give your feedbacks as comments, and share this content with your friends. And before leaving this channel, please do make sure that you subscribe to our channel. If you haven't, please do subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to receive on-time update from Shankar IAS Academy. Thank you. Have a good evening.